Hey guys, thought I'd do something interesting. Since I'm thinking of you and would rather be doing actual videos, I thought I'd show you, and I apologize for the shaky cam. This is the current state of my art room, and it's atrocious. I am in fact in the middle of reorganizing. Look, I've got stuff, I've been digging through all that, so it's messier than usual, but it's everywhere. I've got stuff drying up here. I've got stuff I've got to finish here. Look at these. I have to seal all of those. This I don't even know what it is. I don't even know. It's collected dust, so I don't look. I've got notes everywhere in places that they don't belong in. I just set up my big table. Well, my big fold-out table. I've got to organize all of that stuff. And this is stuff I'm working on for journal making. Yeah, I'm almost organized there until I crack that one open. I've been using them as storage to just stick things right now. All that's got to be put away. Goodie box of magic, plus entries coming in for goodie box of magic. Don't worry about the stuff in the background there, because Secret Santa will happen. I gotta reorganize all this. That space that's wasted. I mean, yeah, it's holding stuff I don't use all the time, but... And these usually have that big tote. And then, hello, Jane Cobb. Jane, hello, pretty boy. You're so beautiful. Hi, darling. Yeah, I've got all this space that I could be using, but that's holding, you know, in progress stuff. This is in progress stuff. This is in progress stuff. This I'm working on. I'm about to go through and destash all the stuff in that box. That's all my collage stuff. I have no idea what's happened there. No idea. So yeah, I have stuff ready to go and grab it as I go. So it looks like I'm organized. But this is actually what happens in the meantime. Do you see all of this? I organized all my journals and books that I'm supposed to be using. I haven't touched them since, so I don't even know what to do with those. Look at this mess. I'm in the middle of making Christmas card projects. You'll see that video when it's all done. Working on this one. Making tags. This is part of the Christmas card project. I've been addicted to making these painty tapes. So I did that out of the Christmas card dips. I have to separate these and put some matte medium on the back because there's a lot of sticky stuff that keeps sticking them all together. Ah. I did a whole bunch of dips for cards and tags and stuff, so these will be, I don't know, collage or good for something. We'll add them to things. But yeah, what a mess. I've been organizing. I've dug out my Q4 bullet journal type thing. It is an absolute mess. I'm not even using it as I should be. I was good to document. This is my my pours documenting. You know, which paint I used and if I have a video for it. I started collecting this stuff that I poured or have offcuts or dips of. So I'm trying to be more organized, and these are the ones I just did. Are you eating the bookcase? Oh no, you have your bone. Okay, good, good. But yeah, all of this I'm digging through today. I will check in with you later, but I don't want you guys to feel alone. I know we're all creative, messy, whatever. I know some people are absolutely OCD anal and could not work in this. I've gotten to the point that I can't. I just walk in here and it's like, oh, and I walk out again. So, I'm gonna organize it all again. And yeah, I'll check in with you when I get this part finished. Okay, but wait. For the now, I do want to yeah, I did want to just point out, this is also a functional room. Like that closet I can't use much of. This closet I still haven't organized or done much with yet. I still, it's kind of just thrown in here so I know where random stuff is. But yeah, look at all this wasted space. Wasted space, that's disgusting. So, it's time. It's time. I'm supposed to do it this weekend, but I've been taken down by migraines again. I thought I'd beat them, but apparently it's a daily thing here the last 4 days. So I will adjust, adapt, and move on. Adapt and overcome. Alright, I'll check in with you at some point during this project. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's going to be horrible to edit. I'm sorry, shaky cam, because it's in my hand. Alright, carry on. Hey guys, just checking in real quick. 2 things I wanted to share with you. If you have an old kitchen timer, and sadly mine doesn't actually keep the right time, half the time it doesn't ding when it should, so I end up doing stuff way longer than I'd set time for. Anyhow, if you have one of these, set it for 15 minutes anytime you do organizing or cleaning up or whatever. When the timer goes off, leave what you're doing, walk away, have a break, and you'll come back way recharged, refreshed, and not so overwhelmed, okay? Or just give yourself that 15 minutes to work on that thing, and when you're done, leave it. Completely leave it. Don't even worry about coming back to it. I have found this through Fly Lady. Granted, I don't practice very often, but it is an absolute genius way to, I'm not going to say prevent being overwhelmed, because that's, for some of us, that's just not how we roll. But it breaks everything down into smaller chunks. We can do 15 minutes. And we can craft for, you know, days and days and days. We can do 15 minutes cleaning up something. We can. So set your timer, stick around, cleaning shit. Don't stress about it. Just get in and get it done. And when your timer goes off, take a break, have a cup of tea, do something, do a break, come back and either work on it for another 15 minutes or leave it for the day. Also, this may seem like an absolute waste of time for many of you. I keep finding these huge piles of stuff I'm going to put in a specific book or whatever. I haven't done that. I keep finding these. All of these. I've got recipes I've jotted down. I've got, you know, DIY grow your hair, vitamin-y goodness, just random crap. So what I'm doing, since I had these on hand, all the little bits I want to save, I'm just putting them in my book. I'm either taping them, paper clipping them for later, this side's glued in. I can come back and write notes or whatever later. But I'm just throwing them in the books that I've just made. And I've separated them slightly. I thought about chucking them all in one book, but this one has more of the DIY at home stuff. And I have 2 of those, so I don't need that. Okay. But yeah, this is like, you know, make your own bath busies or DIY Febreze or that kind of stuff. House and home, that kind of thing. This one I'm using, the Homeless Where the Record Player Is, I'm using for recipes I've jotted down and haven't made it to my big recipe books. Because honestly, I just don't use them very much anymore. I don't, well, I do cook, but I don't do the tons and tons of baking or any of that anymore. Now, this may seem like a massive waste of time because I'm not actually sorting or organizing the next part, right? Well, yes and no. This is the first time I've done it this way, and within the first few minutes here, it dawned on me that by doing it this way, just throwing them in a book, I do have the option to take it out of the book later and put it in, you know, a nice, pretty, organized whatever, or just rewrite it or whatever. Or I can just slap it in here now, be happy that it's in a book for safekeeping or whatever, and instead of having to sit down later and do hours of gluing and organizing into which book or whatever, I can sit down with pretty stickers and make it all fabulous, right? Because it's already in here. All I'll have to do is sit down and decorate it. But look, that's done. I don't have that looming over my head now. I've just done that. And I know I've got little boxes of pictures and stuff to scrapbook that I just haven't gotten to for years. Yeah, old Christmas photo cards. I swapped this out. This is our friend's little girl, and she's way bigger than this now. But I've stuck it in the art room to put it somewhere. You know, to put it in a journal or a scrapbook specifically, and I've never done it. So, hopefully by the end of this particular project, this book will be near full of awesome memories. I can sit down and journal and write notes. This one may or may not, because this is more house and home specific. But I have somewhere for these. I can sit down, you know, get a small stack, go through a bunch, get a small stack. The next 15 minutes, sit down, or stand here, and just glue all of these things, you just slap them in. And then that part's done. All of these will have a home, and I don't have huge piles of stuff to put away, to sort or organize, or to, you know, have to sit down and deal with later. It's already done for me. I'll be able to sit down and write notes and decorate and make them do all the journaling part, you know, since I don't make time to do it all at once because I'm so far behind. So hopefully this will help. Right now I feel really good about doing it because that's done. And that just made a small hole in my mess, but I'm going to keep doing that for this particular go around of organizing and see where I get to. But I'm digging that. I really like how I feel. I feel like I've done something in the direction that I want to go. So that's helpful. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys after a bit. Okay, love you, bye. Hey guys, thought I would check in. It looks like I've done little to nothing today other than stack some things on that desk over there. But I've actually got quite a lot done. Granted, it's more in the sense of projects waiting in the wings to do, or wait till I got more stuff to do videos on, or that kind of thing. But now I'm just getting shit done. I'm not worried about videos. If it needs flip-throughs or whatever later, I will do that. But for the now, like this isn't for anything video-wise, it's just for me. But I needed to cover a composition notebook, and it's just been sitting in the wings, just waiting until I made time for it. But I came across a stack of, crap. I have stuff everywhere, it's ridiculous. I came across a stack of the, old calendar pages that I'd saved for other projects. And one of those calendars, one year, let's see. Oh Lord, I think I used that 2014 maybe, that one was from? I don't know. It's by Alex Gray though. I don't know if you're familiar with his artwork. He does a lot of this really cool, this type of thing. Of course I just put glitter glue all over it so it's all shiny. There's a reason for that. But, right, while I've been doing all this, I've gotten a bunch of stuff put in its appropriate home. You're familiar with Big Blue. I'm really hoping you guys can see that. I don't know. It's not usually where the camera hangs. Let's see. So I have found so many just loose things that needed a home. Old artwork and stuff that I kept thinking I was going to stick in you know, its own art journal. I haven't done it, so as I find stuff, I'm just picking a page and slapping it in. Not that I can find any now. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there, which is all textury, and oh my gosh. I have to be careful, they're still wet, because I'm just seriously slapping them in and closing the book. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, but more than that, and this is still very wet, I fixed my cover for the now at least. This book has been exploding since I got it, or when I got it. Look, I made, stuck in, this is by Alex Gray. He did this one in 1995. This one is called Insomnia, which I totally understand. This makes perfect sense to me. Because, yeah, that's how it feels. But I've stuck them in the pages that I like, stuck them in my glue book, which I desperately need to sit down and work in. Of course, I'm about to run out of glue stick again. How cute is that? I will do a piece on that, about how we're not born racists. Racism is learned. Anywho, there's one. There's one. I just cut it in half and stuck it in. And you know, these all need fixing and whatever. Not all these pieces are finished anyway, so when I go back through, I'll be able to do more with it. Yeah, I've had the best time getting rid of my junk and putting it where it belongs, but actually sticking it in. Like this. This is saved from previous stuff. And these pieces I'm going to put all together. So that would be sit down, cut it out, stick it where it needs to go, blah blah blah. That's not what I'm doing today. Today, as I'm finding things around the room, I have these all sitting, like these ones here. See if I can, maybe. But I have all these just sitting out here in this space with whichever glue I need on hand. I can just grab a book, open to a page, slap that thing in the book that it's supposed to go in. And it's working beautifully. I love this idea. Why I've never thought of this before, I don't know. Got random crap everywhere. But yeah, not too many for that one yet. That one I think you're up to date on mostly. And it will be fun. I'm going to get stickers or make stuff to go in these and decorate them later. Stuck some of my tape that I made the other day in there. So yeah, good time. Found stuff that I thought I'd lost or didn't know I had any more of, so that was cool. But yeah, I'm just about ready to shut down all the computer stuff and move the room around again. Possibly. Possibly. I think I'm going to steal the bookcase out of the back room and put it here so that all the stuff that's on the table, all my quick grab stuff, can go on the bookcase, and I can move my table out and try and keep it as close to empty all the time as possible. It'll have whatever I'm working on, but that way I should have an entire table, what, 4-foot table, maybe 5-foot table, but I should have an entire table to work on, instead of this space here or here that I keep crowding myself into with the rest of the table full of crap. So we'll see. That's my tentative plan right now. But yeah, I thought I'd check in and show you all the little things. And everything's got its own journal, or its own book, or its own whatever, and they kind of just float about. You know. But yeah. I kept thinking I didn't really use journals, and honestly I really don't. Not in the typical sense where you sit down and you write and you stick things in. That's how I want to use them, but that's not how I actually do. It's, you know, slap stuff in randomly, run away, come back another time and go, oh yeah, when I was looking for something else, and then, you know, add to it, write in it, update it, whatever. But yeah, it's going swimmingly, even though it looks, well, actually it looks a little more organized than it did. Still digging through this end of the table, but the hard part is it's in multiple phases of projects. So I have, let's see, like stuff like this is stacks of particular journal fixings, or all these little things that I don't usually have just sitting out that are work in progress, that yeah, I need to get back to. But these all, I gotta find a better system of how to keep all this stuff on hand, but put it where I can just grab it and go, or grab it and work on that next stage, because everything I do for journals is multi-phase. So yeah, this is the next part I've got to figure out. I want to have a little journal. I don't know what to do with that one yet, so it'll go in the stack, and then I'll just grab it and start sticking things in, I'm sure, randomly. But yeah. Alright, I will check in with you again, and hopefully I'll be able to see my table by then. I'll get there, it'll be fine. Anyhow, love for now. Hey guys, so we're on day 2. Oh, I have all my lights on appropriately. We're on day 2 of all this cleaning and sorting and organizing. Rearranging of this room, and I'm still trying the get crap done as I go thing. I never knew this was a better way to do it. I cannot believe, for me anyway, that this was the best way to do it. Little things that I keep piling up and you know, trying to do project corners or whatever for, I'm just not getting to. I've got all these things, like this here that I'm working on real quick, is part of a Secret Santa swap that I've meant to do since I signed up for it, crap, what, over a week ago? And what I'm doing is painting the back of painty papers. I won't tell you why, but yeah, just all these little bitty projects that keep stacking up, keep piling up, and you end up feeling so overwhelmed you don't get any of it done. None of it. I'm squashing that in leaps and bounds, even though I've got crap absolutely everywhere. The room looks like an art store exploded. Well, okay, I shouldn't say an art store. It's mostly papers and, you know, things I've painted or made mess on already. Let's do some, what colors we got going? Yes. Yes. There we go. But, definitely a much better way for me to get a bunch of stuff done, because I don't have to sit and worry about it or fuss over it or just put it there and wait until it's finished. So I may incorporate doing it this way with all my other projects and see if I can't get way more done than usual. Oh, these lids do not help carpal tunnel people, or aren't good for, or something. I don't know. Because I've been crocheting, still working on that giant king-size crocheted blanket, and it's been killing me. It's pretty, and it should be nice and heavy and warm, but yeah, crochet and knitting anymore, it just kills my wrists. I should be strapped up today, but I'm not because I'm going to be moving a bookcase, I think. The more I look at it, the more I think that's what I need to do. Of course, that just makes me nervous. I was bringing water in from we went grocery shopping the other day. Well, not even grocery shopping, it was kind of we had to go and pick up some bottled water and stuff because the city was still not done fixing the water leak in the street, so all the water was shut off. They didn't tell anybody, you know, that they just packed it up for the night. So we still didn't have water. Usually I'm pretty good about planning ahead, and honestly I've got huge things of water stored for massive emergencies. But I really try and not touch that if I can help it. You know what, that needs some, let's do some pink or orange or something. It needs some. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh, hey. Oh, maybe not. Alright, fine. Fine. I love these neon colors. Like, I cannot get enough of fluorescent colors. I have a massive love for them. But they're so transparent. I also have yet to find a glow-in-the-dark anything that I'm just absolutely thrilled with. You know, just the quality of. Although, that being said, there happens to be new stuff to use in resin and whatever that I haven't got to play with yet. You know, because bendy. Oh my gosh, this is too much fun. Okay. La 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 la. This one. No, we were picking up we had several flats of bottled water and stuff, like you do, and good Lord, excuse me, not feeling good. Came in the door, and I thought the baby puppy had run past. He brushed up against my left leg, and I thought he'd gone past me. So I kept stepping over the threshold of the door with 2 flats of water. Apparently, he had started to go past my leg and then backed up. So I, instead of trying to, you know, I didn't want to stand on him. He's big enough now. Well, crap, at what, 14 weeks, he's 35 pounds. He's going to be a big boy, or at least stout. But yeah, I didn't want to drop these flats of water on him. So I grabbed those, jerked them this way, and tried to find solid footing. So my lower back was like, oh hell no, we're not having that. And it has been screwed ever since. And I already have back issues, so I didn't need that. I think these are going to need some sparkle. So needless to say, back is not happy about the idea of moving a bookcase. Not that they're heavy, they're just bigger than me. I don't know. I might wait till the mister gets home and get everything set up so all he has to do is drag it down the hallway. It's just a cheapy little bookcase. It's not like a great big oak or anything. That I would actually prefer to move because they are solid. The dogs are all sorts of crazy today. Gonna have to eat me a ghost pepper again, I think. This cold and flu season thing is just not my cup of tea. And I beat it already. I started to get sick each time and doesn't quite get there. Jacob, that is a garbage truck. He wins based on sheer tonnage. Yes, I know. I know. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some glitter glue. That sounds fabulous. Okay, I don't think I need that one anymore. Nah. Alright. Little bling bling. Shiny, shiny, happy people. Alright. Oh crap. Okay, I don't remember what I was telling you. I must invest in more glitter glue. This one is actually older than, I don't even know. We got this for a project for the girls, some school project years ago. Keep in mind, my girls are grown and out of the house. No, mostly. But I still have, and it's become an epiphany here recently how much I try and make and do my own stuff, because I don't have budget to just go out and buy things. Even stuff that most people would consider the basics, I have to wait until I can do that. And thank you to my tip jar angels, you have helped immensely. Jane Cobb, no. I've been able to buy, you know, little bits of paper here or some more glue sticks there, and it's been great. But generally, I try and make what I can. I'm very old school as far as that's concerned. I believe that's how it should be. I mean, it's nice to have really pretty, nice stuff to go and buy. But way back in the day, you had to make your own stuff. And I'm not talking back in my day. Well, we did, because there still wasn't money. But the epiphany of, it's always been from scarcity. I didn't have, so I had to make. I don't like the term scarcity, the not having enough. That's not it at all. But the way that it's set in my brain seems to make it a negative connotation. So I've been working real hard on flipping that. It's like, no, this is what I love to do. This is my thing. You know, slapping glitter glue and paint on stuff, or making gifts for people. That's, I believe, how we're supposed to do. We've all got different skill sets. Everybody's good at something. And we're supposed to trade and barter and swap, and that's the way of it. Even if you're working full time, you are trading your time for a paycheck. That's why so many people hate their jobs, because they're not doing something they love to do. They're working for a paycheck. So more power to the people that can find a job or work for themselves or do something they're passionate about that they love to do and get paid to do it, because that is awesome. Okay, and these are going to be real basic on the back, because the fronts are, I don't know if you can see, crazy busy. Crazy busy. And this was one giant sheet that I cut up. I was going to do some more, but I don't think I am on this one. But yeah, anyhow, we are, I feel like I'm all over the place today. Trying to recover from yesterday. Yesterday was an excessively emotional punch to the face. But pick up the pieces and carry on. So yeah, now I set these aside, work on the rest of the shit until I come across, you know, something. That was the one I did last night. So blingy. I love it. I cannot believe how much I love glitter. I never in my life would have thought that would happen. I used to be the punk kid who used to wear black all summer in the tropics, you know. What a dumbass. Okay, so I'll put these away and I will continue sorting and organizing and doing. But when those are done, then they go in their appropriate next phase pile. And yeah, this is, I used to get in trouble for getting sidetracked and doing as a kid. You have to clean your room and you find all these things, so you start playing with them or whatever. This essentially is the same thing, only you're getting crap done. So yeah, I'm down. Kids know what they're up to, man. They do. They don't know they do, but they're onto something. Alrighty. Hey guys, thought I'd jump in real quick. I have this old, I think it's actually like an ice machine bucket or something. It's old, it's crappy, it looks like it's going to break at any time, but I'm still using it until it dies because, well, why wouldn't you? I'm going to make, because I have, look at this mess. Look at this mess. I end up with all my glues and things just thrown in anything upside down so the glue's ready when you need it, right? I'm thinking I'm going to take some of this cardboard and either bend it or shape it or something. Let's see. This is going to be willy-nilly and look ghetto as hell, but I don't care because I think I should be able to, let's see. I think that's my fattest one currently that needs to be upside down. I'm going to give it a little space so I can just throw it in willy-nilly. Okay, so that one wasn't quite right. Alright, hang on. I'm going to get it. Wow, that is really narrow. Okay, fine. Fine then. I will cut some more. Oh. Okay, we're not being precious. We're just being crafty. And then that one, well, not quite there. Maybe there. Maybe there. Maybe. But probably not, because that's where I think I need it to be. Which means it's probably wrong. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to put wrist braces on today, I think. Okay. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I don't actually need them that tall, I don't think. So, I should, by rights, be able to cut this in half. Oh my gosh, maybe. Oh. Ow. Oh, now I've over-crinkled it. Too many crinkles. Alright, so if I stuff that in there, like so, I should be able to do that here, like so. And because it's a snug fit, it looks like they're just going to hold themselves. So then, oh, not quite. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I'm so tickled. Okay, that one's actually a fabric paint. And that hangs over there in my shoe organizer I've got hanging. Huzzah! But yeah, I think what I'll need to do just to stabilize it a little bit is duct tape maybe? Something, some kind of tape? Let's see. Duct tape. Ugh. Okay, so if I cut that there, I'm going to make 2 of those. This is not the best angle of dangle to show you, I reckon, but we're going to give it a go. Because we're doing it on the fly. I am getting so much stuff done today, it's kind of spooky. Alright, let's see. I probably should have scrubbed this poor tote, or cubby, or what would you call it? Bucket? My bucket. Alright, and very loosely stick that there as well. Alright, so you see that? It's fabulous and like so gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm going to leave the skinny one in the middle there. Does that fit in there? Perfect. Perfect. And we should have room to chuck all sorts of stuff in that one. Let's see, I have an Elmer's Extreme liquid glue as well. So that'll go in there too. Okay, so that's today's glue solution. Now I've got to find a home for said bucket. That's where I can grab it. Oh, I have to move a bookcase. Yes. Which means I have to move the back room around, pull the bookcase out, move all of the stuff to that wall, and put bookcase there, and then all the stuff that's on. Alright, you guys, you saw me making this earlier. Just putting a quick background on my painty papers. What I've done, I made an envelope template just out of a envelope I already had pulled apart, and just copied it on, or traced around it onto file folder, so that I have a template. And what I'm doing is not in a very precise manner, cutting that out. And I wasn't very precise about where I placed it. Oh, my phone's going in the background. That's funny. But if you wanted to be a little more precise as to what's going to show on the front or how it lays, then you could do that. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Save all your offcuts because these are amazing and they're painted papers, so you know you can't go wrong there. Just look at this deliciousness. How stinking cute and pretty and textured and delicious. Okay. Let's see. So that then, you want that to fold that way. Alright. You could pre-score it, but I have not. I just go from corner to corner because I've done enough of them to usually remember where I need it to sit. Okay. And I go around and around and I fold all the bits down, and it is not precise at all. I'm not worried about it. And then I just put enough glue to hold it together. Now I have not sent these in the post. I usually put them in a package as Happy Mail. So I don't know how well they will actually hold up to send. But I think if I did that, I would in fact cover them as well in like packing tape or something, just to be sure. Because I'd hate to go to all that trouble to send it to somebody and have it disintegrate on the way. You know, I don't think it would. They're reasonably, they are still wiggly, but the paper itself has so many layers of paint, it's ridiculous. Okay, but there we have just a little painty envelope deal, which I'm going to just set right here and go back to prepping my bookcase to move some more. Oh, and I'm also making, catching up on book pages, turning them into, I just sprayed some ink and stamped on them, and I'm turning them into library pockets. So there's that. Okay, that one's done. Alright, I'll check in with you later.